How's it going, everyone? AFC Finners. This is my first ever time in Essex. We have made a very long journey to Colchester United, a staple of the Football League. This is one we've wanted to do for a couple of years, but the stars have never aligned. But now we're here. I've got a goatee. Tom's enjoyed the journey, haven't you? He's got knees like Ledley King, he was telling me. How you doing, Tom? You recovered from that snooze fest on Wednesday.
Oh, God.
Well, right, here's one. What would you rather, the journey we just did or Stourbridge again?
Death.
Right, let's go shopping. Nice shirts here. Go, pin badge. £3, perfect price. Don't know where Tonaldo's gone. There's a fan zone. I've never seen a petrol pump in the middle of a fan zone before. Unique experience. So how do you describe that journey then?
Long.
Very long. At least I got good food, the services. He got spring rolls and didn't like them, so donated them to me.
Rotten, mate. Rotten.
I'm not complaining. There's a fucking Wendy's. Why is there Wendy's in Colchester? Oh, I can't say Wendy's correctly. Well, today's scandal, after all that, we did go to Wendy's, and look at the size of these things. Like, I got a halloumi wrap.
That doesn't do it justice.
Yeah, that's a fucking shot of a milkshake. I've got this halloumi wrap that's the size of a postage stamp. I guess I have to get food in the ground. I'm pleased to get halloumi, but bloody hell, that's tiny. The most pointless bridge since Chelsea had Wayne alongside Ashley Cole. Okay, so we're about to go inside as the rain pours. But before we do, let's find out a bit about today's hosts, Colchester United.
For many years, Colchester Town were the representatives of football in Colchester. Many wanted them to go professional, but when club officials refused, a new club was founded in March 1937 in Colchester United. They joined the Southern Leagues, signing a lot of Colchester Town's players, with the old team soon folding. Colchester United won the Southern League in 1939 and has a strong run in the FA Cup after the Second World War enhanced their reputation and helped them get elected to the Football League in 1950, and that year they would also win the Southern League Cup. They spent many years in the third division before being relegated in 1961, achieving their first Football League promotion the next year. They then went for a long period as a yo-yo club, but achieved perhaps their finest moments in 1971, when they defeated Don Revie's Leeds in the fifth round of the FA Cup, reaching the quarter-finals when they lost to Everton. They, however, suffered towards the end of the 1980s and experienced relegation. They would soon achieve promotion by winning the conference in 1992, achieved by a late punt upfield by goalkeeper Scott Barrett that found its way into a net. And this was one part of a double, as they also won the FA Trophy. A shake-up of the Football League, following the introduction of the Premier League, saw Colchester move up 2 divisions and flirted with the playoffs in the mid-1990s, also losing the Football League trophy to Carlisle. They achieved promotion in 1998 by defeating Torquay at Wembley in the playoff final. Phil Parkinson guided Colchester to a championship, where they stayed for 2 seasons, and he also bid farewell to the Layer Road Stadium, moving to Colchester Community Stadium in 2008. They began the 9-10 season with a 7-1 thrashing away at Norwich, but their manager Paul Lambert would soon leave to take the reign at the Canaries himself. They were relegated to League 2 in 2016, and they've remained there ever since. In the 1920 League Cup, they would knock out Tottenham Hotspur on penalties, going all the way to the quarter-finals, where they were defeated by Manchester United. Overall, they've won 1 conference title, 1 Southern League title, 1 FA Trophy, 1 Watney Cup, 1 Essex Senior Cup, and 2 Southern League Cups. And a bit of trivia, Colchester United were the first English senior team to win a cup final via a penalty shootout, defeating West Brom on spot kicks in the 1971 Watney Cup final after a 4-4 draw. So those are our hosts, Colchester United. Let's have a look inside their home, the Colchester Community Stadium.
Well then, welcome to Essex. Not a bad ground. Right, let's find some shelter. There we go, nice pucker pie. I don't know why it feels the need to emphasise there's not chicken in there. For example, it hasn't crossed my mind that there's Lego in this. Oh, health and safety. Got to do away Egberts. But yeah, that halloumi wrap wasn't enough. Gotta go for seconds. Less than an hour to kick off. It's a rare sighting. We actually got Tonaldo in a hat. That's how cold it is. After all these years of putting my hat on him at last. Tom, you look like a fucking teapot. 20 minutes in and Colchester take the lead. It was Lisby, son of former Charlton player Kevin, who was played through. Everyone thought it was offside, but Lions not giving it. As the home side, we break through. Well, not the best first half performance. It's 1-0 to the home side. Charlton looking a bit lifeless. One or two bits of momentum, but not too good overall. I think, Tom, people don't recognise you in the hat today. You okay?
No.
Oh well. At least one thing's, sky's looking nice. Sky looks like Thanos. Our time 1-0. So Tom's just got a burger. What do you think?
Alright.
How's it compared to the ones at Starbridge?
Not as good, okay.
Not as good. But better than Cambridge.
Everything's better than Cambridge.
Last time we came east, he did not enjoy his burger. Time for the second half under the winter lights. Good choice to drink. Second half and I think the game over 2-0. 9 seconds after the goal from Colchester with a penalty. Chance to make it 3 to secure the 3 points. What a save! Joe Day with a brilliant save. It's at the turning point. Held to save, therefore been a deleted scene. Full time, the routine went for Colchester. Charlton gave nothing. Had a few attacks, but no end product. Disappointing for the away side. Positive result for the home side. Let's see. It's like a long journey home. Alright? Smile. Let's head home. Bye bye, Colchester.
Bye bye, Colchester.
We hardly knew you.
Fuck off, Colchester.
I hope we never see each other again.
Come back. You're wank. 3 hours on bus to get.
What do you think, Tom?
Next time I pick the game.
Bye bye, home of Blur.
So home now, very, very long journey, took a long time, but had a fun day, good to tick off another staple of the Football League. Got a few more games coming up before Christmas. I'm excited to bring you. It's time to rate the experience. So we will start off with the welcome, and it's not too bad, to be fair. It's nice that you have those sort of cafes that were there, that sort of either sets of fans could sit in. It's nice that you can have opposition fans sat next to each other and the possibility of no animosity. It's a good little fan zone. Shame there weren't too many people there, but I suppose it's cold. Maybe they get more people at times of genuine heat. But it's good thinking to set up, have a big screen and just allow people to sort of mingle, have a few pints. I like that. Staff were okay. It was sort of one of those where, like, apart from the fan zone, it was just, yep, the stadium is there. I think they probably could have a bit more effort to have sort of emphasised an identity. Like, there were sort of little bits that had like mosaics around the ground, but there were lots, like, I think sort of Tamada pointed out, where there's a bit that really could have done with mosaics. A bit like the Ipswich grounds, just to sort of emphasise the history of the club. I think there were little bits, but like, could have done with a bit more on that. But no, it was a fine welcome. I've had better, but no one was really hostile or anything. It's a decent experience. I've just gone to clubs that have got more going on, so I'll probably give the welcome a 7 out of 10. Food and drink, pretty solid. They had lots of places you could get food. You know, in the pubs, there was like hot food being served there. Inside, you were well catered for, weren't too many queues. They didn't even need to open the full section and people were still well served. But, you know, had plenty of options. I was able to get a cheese and onion pie. Classic, does the job. Bob's your uncle. And, you know, the whole campus around it, I don't know how much the places are to do with Colchester, but I imagine the club has some say in it. But, you know, you had a good variety of places like Wendy's, the sushi place, and the Hollywood Bowl too. So there are just lots of places you can eat nearby that do a good job. So there's a lot of variety, but inside the ground, really good, like, well thought out, lots of hot food available, and they didn't have any of that, oh, we're doing this, or actually we're not doing it. So pretty solid for food and drink. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Atmosphere, It's fine. I guess it's kind of, when you're so far away from the people who are singing, it's difficult to fully make it out, but at the same time, a really strong atmosphere would have echoed through that distance. But no, they were okay. Chanting here and there, made a pretty solid noise after goals. Not a bad atmosphere, but not incredible either. Probably give the atmosphere 5 out of 10. Stadium, I think it's pretty solid. There's plenty of space around outside. Like I said, there's good areas for fans to mingle during the game. It was quite well kept, quite clean. I think one thing I don't like about a lot of grounds is when you have 4 stands that have massive gaps in between. A bit like Shamrock Rovers, it's a bit of an eyesore. I don't like how you can just see into the outside world so easily, but it also keeps the mystique of the ground if you don't see into it before like you could, and we got there. So I think if you fill in the corners with something like maybe again club mosaics, a bigger screen, some sponsors or something, I just think there's massive gaps I didn't really like. But apart from that, they're pretty solid stands. It's a decent sized stadium and everywhere will get a good view, and you know, you don't have pillars everywhere blocking the way, and apart from the gaps, it's a pretty solid ground. Been to better grounds, but this one was pretty solid. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. And finally, value for money. So match ticket was 22 quid. I think probably could have been 1 or 2 quid cheaper in my opinion, but not a complete rip-off. Like I said, it was a solid stadium and decent experience. 3 quid for a pin badge, and the food wasn't too expensive either. You got a pie and a drink. It was about £8.25. A couple of quid more than I think it should be, but not too bad. So it's a good experience, and you can really see that the money is reinvested in the grounds. So when you go to ground to spend that kind of money and you see a clean ground that's very well kept, not too much wear and tear, I can respect the amount I'm paying. It's clearly being reinvested, and it's a good opportunity to see a staple of the Football League. So I don't have too much wrong with the value for money. Probably give it an 8 out of 10. So that was Colchester, the long drive east to make my Essex debut. It was good fun. We've wanted to do it for a couple of years, so nice to finally tick it off. But goodness me, I needed a lot of recovery after that journey. If you'd like to support days out like this, you can link to my Patreon below and support channels as little as £1 a month. Thank you all for watching. I've been AFC Finners. See you next time and stick with us as we go ground to ground. AFC Finners out.